So before I go over all the basics to Dutch oven cooking and all the parts of it, I highly recommend getting one of these Lodge Dutch Oven 101 booklets. And then they also have a field guide to Dutch oven cooking. Okay, it has a bunch of information that you need when cooking on Dutch oven, plus a lot of recipes that you can use, and it also talks about the history of Dutch oven cooking. Now, right here we have our Dutch oven. Okay, this is the body of the Dutch oven. Okay, and these are the legs of the Dutch oven. Okay. Then we have the handle of the Dutch oven, and we have the lid of the Dutch oven. Now, one thing that I bought with my school budget was a cooking table with a windscreen. Okay, this makes cleanup and managing your coals a lot easier. I also have tongs that I'll use when placing the briquettes in and out of the chimney on top of the Dutch oven. Now, if you see underneath, right here is called a lid stand. So whenever I need to take the lid off, I can place it right here, work with some of the ingredients, and then put the lid back on. Okay, I never like putting my Dutch oven straight on concrete. So something that I'm holding in my hand is known as a lid lifter. And once your Dutch oven's hot, you're obviously not going to want to pick it up with your bare hands. So you can use this lid lifter to grab right under the hot lid and place it right back on your Dutch oven. So the next component of a Dutch oven is utilizing your coals, which are known as briquettes, and the chimney. So I like buying some quick lighting coals. I pour them into the chimney. It catches about right in here, and then you're gonna put some sort of lighting source down in here. Okay, I like using these Firestarters. I bought them on Amazon. You place them down in here, you light it, and it burns through your coals. Once all your coals are nice and hot all the way through the top, you'll then place them on top of your Dutch oven. Over here, I usually keep a fire extinguisher with me, just because I'm around kids and fire. And then one way to make the process quicker is utilizing a propane tank, okay, with a lighter on the end. So now I'm going to show you how to light the chimney and get the coals hot. It's pretty simple. You turn it on, you push the red button, put it down in here, and it lights the fire starters. So it's pretty simple. These fire starters are great. You just take them, put them right down in the hole. If it doesn't fit, you can just lift it, put it on top, and then you'll light it right down in there and let them burn through. And one thing that you can do to speed up the process is then burn your coals down on top. It's always important to pay attention to the fires because you don't want any accidents to happen. If it does happen, right over there, I have my fire extinguisher. So once these are all hot and burned all the way through, I'll then add them to my Dutch oven and we'll start cooking the food. What's great about Dutch ovens is you can actually stack them on each other, but when creating the heat source, you're gonna wanna put more coals underneath than on top because heat rises. So what I usually do is I divide it up with 2/3 of the coals underneath, 1/3 on top. So what I'm doing right now is I'm using the tongs to grab the coals for underneath the Dutch oven. And you can kind of see this circle where I've used the Dutch oven before. And that's where I'm trying to evenly place the coals. So I have 2/3 of the coals from the chimney underneath the Dutch oven. And the next part that I'm gonna do is evenly place the coals on top. Now, all the recipes that I do for my outdoor education class, I don't use any raw food or vegetables. So that way the cook time is more of an eyeball test. Today I'm making this venison chili for me and my wife. I browned it on the stovetop. But I try to stay away from using anything that is raw.